Hi there, stampers and crafters. My name is Tammy White from stampwithtami.com, and welcome to my online class. Today I'm going to be sharing how to make super cool. These are pop out front panel step cards. It's a mouthful, but they're really, really cool cards and they're really fun to make. The ones that I am going to be making today I'm actually making with the April 2022 paper pumpkin kit. It's a card kit. So I'm going to share that kit with you as well. And I'm going to share the cards that came in the kit and then these alternates. And at the end of this video, I also have a whole series of these really fun fold cards that I'll be sharing with you. So you want to stay tuned to the end to see that. So we're going to start with paper pumpkin. I'm going to share what's in the April paper pumpkin kit. You're going to see the contents and refills. As of this morning, were still available. They do sell out fast, so they may already be gone. As of this morning, you were still able to buy these at stampwithtami.com, at least the refills for them. And then I'm going to share how to do the fun fold, and then I'll share the full series. So welcome aboard, everybody. I am live. I'm live on Facebook, YouTube, and now Twitter. And it is Friday afternoon. It's noontime in Massachusetts at April 29th. And if you are watching live, welcome, welcome. I see a whole bunch of you jumping on, and I'm excited to see you guys and stamp with you guys today. And if you are watching this, the replay, welcome as well. I have Prize Patrol for all of you. All you need to do is drop a comment and enter to win. And then I will draw a winner. I'll combine all of the comments and draw a winner. And if you share this video onto social media, onto Facebook, onto Pinterest, and type the word shared into the comments of the original video, I will enter you a second time. And I'm giving away one of the paper pumpkin kits that I'm actually using today. And I'm giving away a full kit. So what I have down here is these three cards are part of the Changes Beautiful April paper pumpkin kit. These are the three cards the kit makes. These three cards are the pop out front panel step cards that we're going to be making today. So I'm going to share how to make them with the kit, and then I'm going to have tutorials for all the rest. I have 12 in all on my blog this coming week. So you're going to want to stay tuned for that. All right, do you love these? Oh my gosh, so cool. Diane, if you haven't done a paper pumpkin kit in a long time, you need to start doing them again. They're so much fun. It's way better to get. It's a subscription you get in the mail. It's way better than getting your bills every month. I'm just saying, not that we all have bills, right? But as far as my mailbox is concerned, paper pumpkin is the happiest thing I get in it. All right, so I'm going to start with the paper pumpkin, what came inside the box. This is really quick. I do have a video on the resource page to this video. Like if you click on the link in this video, there's a resource page, and I have another video that shares how to make the cards per the instructions. The kit came with instructions. It came with all of these. They're the three different cards that I just shared here. They're Z folds. Aren't that cute, right? And then they're double-sided. So fun. So these are like per the kit, and then this one's super cool. We'll make this one really quickly before we get started. Look at that. So it's a moon with a window on the front, and then when you open it, the sun and the sky is there. I love it. And then there's envelopes and everything. Gotta love when they have everything. So the kit comes with all that. There's die cuts. Every month there's a new ink pad color. This month it is Melon Mambo, and that makes me want to sing. And then we have the stamp set. It comes with a stamp set. So if you're new to crafting and building a supply list, these kits are a great way to do that, because you get these stamp sets every month. So you can start building on your stamp sets. You get different color ink pads every month. And then we have a pack of dimensionals that came with the kit. There's always adhesive. And these are super cool too. They're, I don't know if they say what specifically they are, but they're like pebbles. They're iridescent pebbles is what they look like. I don't see it on there, but that's what I'm going to call it. Iridescent pebbles. I'm going with that. They're self-adhesive. So I'm just going to slide that to the side. And that was the April kit. So you need to subscribe by the 10th every month in order to get that month's kit. And right now we're in the subscription for the upcoming May kit, which is celebrating ink colors. So there's a new catalog coming out. There's a new color line coming out of ink colors. And that kit will be featuring ink colors in it. So that's pretty cool. You can subscribe to that at stampwithtami.com. So the three cards, and I showed you the three here. We've got the two Z folds and then the moon card. And the moon card right here, I'll make this one really quick. They're all super easy. For example, like these are Z folds, so the card base looks like this. So you just, you've got your Z fold, and then there's die cuts, and then you can stamp what you'd like on it. And then for my alternates, I'm going to take that apart. We're going to take that apart and do something completely different with it. But let's do this one really quickly, just because it's kind of cool, and I don't know, it's different. I like how they did the window on it. So the card base came like this, and then you just pop out the moon, which I feel like I might be using for another card down the road. And then there's little stars here. So some are printed and some are die cuts. So you just pop those out. Da, 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 like so. And then they're you can see through them once you pop them out. So the print on the inside of the card, that one didn't want to come out. There we go. They make great confetti shaker cards out of those stars after. The print on the inside of the card was actually made to go with those cutouts. So it looks like you've got a night sky on the front, and then you open to the inside. How do you order, Jane says? Stampwithtami.com, shop online. And there's a whole section in my store of paper pumpkin if you're interested in paper pumpkin. And the cards that I'm going to share at the end are not paper pumpkin. They're made with other Stampin' Up! Products. In fact, a lot from the brand new catalog that's coming out next week. So yay, you can get a free catalog at stampwithtami.com as well. Links are in the video description. If you're on Facebook, I believe it's below. Maybe it's above. Facebook above, YouTube below. Anyways, click the description or just go to stampwithtami.com. All right, so super easy here. The ink pad was Melon Mambo. So it comes with a mini ink pad. I'm just going to use my full-size one so I can save that mini one. I like to travel with those. Like if I'm stamping someplace other than at home, I like to use those little ones because they're easy to kind of throw in the purse or throw in a bag and go. So I'm using the words that came in the kit. Every day is a new day. We're just stamping that right on the cloud. So it's like, nighttime opens up into daytime. That's a good encouragement card. It looks like there's a couple more stars here that I didn't punch out. And then there are two clouds and a star. They're die cuts that came in the kit. And those are just going to go on with the dimensionals that came in the kit. Now the star is really small. So if you're using the dimensionals that came in the kit, you want to cut one in half in order to fit on that star. But if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber or if you're a regular crafter, you might already have these. These come in a lot of kits, Paper Pumpkin kits. They're mini. So that was actually from a previous kit. So I'm going to take the mini and I'm going to put that star right there. So that little tail is the tail of the shooting star. And then I'll switch to the full-size ones that came in the kit. And I think we probably just need one on each. It wants to stick to my table. Yes, the question here from Shan is, can you buy one kit every now and then? She doesn't want to subscribe. So here's how it works. It is a subscription kit. They aren't for sale other than the kit, but there is a way to do this. If you don't want them every month, you just want to get certain ones, like the new one that's coming out next month, you can go ahead and subscribe, and then you can pause or cancel at any time. So you can go ahead and subscribe to the Paper Pumpkin, so you get the May kit, and then on the 11th of the month, don't do it on the 10th because that's a deadline. When you do that, then you can pause it, and then you can just unpause whenever you're ready for the next kit. Whenever you're ready for another one. But seriously, just so much fun. All right, and another way that you can do it is I have prepaid codes in my online store that you can purchase, like 1 month prepaid code, and then it sends you how to subscribe to that. So super fun. So yeah, there is a way to do that. You can do just one at a time or randomly whenever you want to do it, and that's how. All right, so the last thing I want to do to this card before we jump into the fun folds. You guys ready for that fun folds? Okay. Is we want to put these iridescent pebbles on, right? Because they're so cool, right? They were so fun, and I put them down on the table. Of course I did, and don't know where I put them. So there they are. I see. They're hiding. Right? How easy can it be, Jean? Absolutely. So super, these little guys, they just pop right on. So they're part of the shooting star. So that's complete. And then the other ones are all just pretty much as simple. They're just different folds. We've got a nighttime flowers, and then we've got a daytime caterpillar changes beautiful. We've got the caterpillar changing into a butterfly. So really pretty. And the print on these is really pretty. So I'm going to take this print and use them for something completely different, because I'm going to use the cards that were in this kit to show how to do these pop out front panel step cards. So again, I have a bunch more of these step cards to share with you at the end of the video using different products. So even if you don't have paper pumpkin kits, there's a lot that you can do with this. Now, another cool thing about this fold is folds flat. Now, it depending on, I know the first thing everybody asks is, how does it mount? It does fold flat, but depending on how much dimension you put on it, depends on how flat it's actually going to fold. And that's pretty much the same with any card. So if you have one that's pretty puffy and you got a lot of pop outs like I like to put on mine, you probably need to hand cancel. But they do fit into the envelopes that came in the kit, and they do fit into the Stampin' Up! Medium-sized envelopes. So that is one feature of this cool fold, right? Aren't they adorable? All right, let me show you how it's done. Just like the paper pumpkin cards were super easy to make, this also is super easy to make. So let's go ahead and I'll share what I'm using. I went ahead and took the card base for this card and cut it up. So I pre-cut it, and I have these dimensions for you on a free PDF that also has instructions, has all of the dimensions for the layers, instructions, everything on my blog at stampwithtami.com. But the easiest way to get it is to click on the link in this video's description. I always have a direct link from my class to all the information on it in the video's description. So you can go ahead and do that to download this PDF. And let's go ahead and make the fold. So I've got mine right here because I'm using it as a cheat sheet. But just so you know, I also have made a quick little cheat template there for you too. So first I have my card base. And I'm going to score that at, it's 11 by 4 1/4. Again, you don't need to write all this down because I have it on the free PDF for you. I try to make it easy. So we're going to first start by scoring that in half at 5 1/2, 6 3/4, 8 3/4, and 10. And that's going to give us our card base. I'm going to burnish those score lines in just a minute, but that's our base right there. And then we have the step, the actual panel mechanism that makes the step. So that one, it's 5 5/8 by 2 3/4, and we are going to score at 3/8 and 1 5/8. Well, it's great to see you guys. Thanks everyone for jumping on board. All right, so let's burnish these really quickly. Just take a bone folder, because that's, anytime you have folds like this, you want to do a good job burnishing. So that's part of the key, because otherwise sometimes they'll pop off, or I just want to make sure they're scored really well. And then our card base. I love fun folds that are easy, that make it look like they were really complicated. This is definitely one of those. Is there any reason you don't use the paper trimmer for scoring? I use the paper trimmer for scoring all the time. But in this particular case, I opted to use the Simply Score tool. If I'm doing a lot of scoring and not a lot of cutting at the same time, or not a lot of diagonal, I prefer to use the Simply Score tool. That's all. Personal preference. But yes, you can score on your paper trimmer as well. All right, so now we've got our fold all ready to go, and we're going to want to decorate it before we put it together. So I've pre-cut all of our pieces here, and I want to share with you how I did that. Again, I took that card base and I've cut down, so I've kind of used it as designer series paper. Now these pieces over here, these two pieces, can you see them? Sorry, they were off screen a little bit. I cut those out of the envelope. So these envelopes in the paper pumpkin kit, they're decorated on the inside. So you can literally just take it apart, and then you've got more designer paper to use. So you can stretch your kit out, use it for a lot more than just that. And then for my front panel, I cut, and these are all layered on black. So again, I have that all in the dimensions. So I cut that out of right here. So I'm just going to go ahead and take some seal adhesive and put these all together. Yes, they are Bermuda Bay and Melon Mambo. I also have that listed, but I'm going to share with you with the other cards as well, just so you kind of can see them. So that's the envelope lining right there that I cut for designer series paper. I love that. I love that they give you fun printed envelopes too, because then you can use that same envelope to put the card in and it matches the card, right? So you can cut one apart to use on your card and then use the other one to put your card in. Okay. So once we've got that together, this it's going to fold kind of like this. So you want to make sure that you put your panels in the right place. So this panel is going to go on the back here. I guess we'll call that the front, right? In the end, it's all going to be the front, but I'm going to call it the card base back. I'm going to go right there. Now, the next two are going to be kind of on the flip side. See, I'm doing that. And you'll see why when I put it together. It's all going to make sense. So one's going to go right in here. And one's going to go right here. Okay. So the base fold is going to fold like this. We're going to put adhesive right here. And honestly, I just used regular seal adhesive on mine. If you want to use a stronger one, that's totally okay. I do normally do that with fun folds, but on this particular one, I didn't need it. Okay, so if I've got adhesive right here on the end of that strip, fold that down one, right? So it looks like this. Fold under. Boom. Card base done. All lined up, right? Exactly, Diane. So simple, but looks so complex. That's exactly my favorite kind of fun folds. Now this one I'm going to add right here. And if you want to, I gave you dimensions to add another piece up here. You can use it or not use it, totally up to you. Okay, so this is the step mechanism, the step pop out right here. So I'm going to put, and I'm still using just regular seal here. So I'm on the front of that flap right there. And on the bottom of the back. Okay, so I just kind of folded that in just to show you. Okay, so the adhesive, bottom of the back, that little tab right there. Got it? All right, so I'm folding this flat like it's going in the envelope. I've got my adhesive already on the back and this is just folded down. I'm going to line this up at the top here in the middle. And then I'm pressing down. And are you ready? Whoop! That's it. Done. Done. So easy, right? And then this right here, you are going to want to give it an extra press with your fingers just to make sure that it doesn't pop off the back. Because when I press it down, sometimes the top doesn't always, like adhere tight. So done, right? Your fun fold, so easy. And they're addictive, I'm not going to lie. So then I took some of the die cuts. These are die cuts from the kit. And I'm just going to put them on with some dimensionals here. Give it a little. So the butterfly, I put dimensionals on the wings. But seal adhesive on the body. And that way, the body is going to be flat, but the wings are going to be dimensional. So let me that stick up. And then we've got the caterpillar, the little hungry caterpillar at the bottom. So he's going to go right in here. And then I took some more of these flowers. And I'm going to go with the minis on those because they're little, the little mini dimensionals. and pop them up too, just to give a little bit more dimension. And I actually put them over the flowers that were already there. So I'll go right here, give it a little pop, give it a little pop. Oh, Peggy, I love it. She says she's got so many cards today, she's adding this one to her list. I love it. My job here is complete. All right, but of course, you know, cards never really complete until it has its bling. So this, again, these little pieces came in the paper pumpkin kit. So I'm just using the pieces from the kit. There's just, you get so much mileage out of them, especially like you can make, everything I'm doing right now all came out of one kit. You know, the cards that I shared earlier, I'm making a second set of alternates, the originals. I mean, really, they go so far. And the first card is complete, and that's going to fold up to fit inside, right, the matching envelope. So we've got flat, pops out, and then it stands up, right? It stands up on the table like so. Let me see if I'll get you on the table cam. And so it stands all on its own. It's a freestanding, cute little pop-up card. It's going to make a nice decoration on somebody's desk or their table or their mantle after you give it to them. And then you can write your greeting on the back. So card number 1. Now I'll make one more of these. I'm just going to do it really quickly. So if you are popping in late and have missed the beginning, I already pre-scored and pre-attached these because I just want to show putting them together again. Just a really quick how to put it together. So this uses the other Z-fold card base that came in the kit. So I cut these panels out of it. Again, measurements are all on that free PDF. You can download it. I've got them all listed right here. You attach these exact same way that I attached the first one. This pink polka dot came from the inside of one of the envelopes. Okay, so the card base, and again, I did already score it. The scoring measurements are on the PDF, and you can rewind. I will put the chapter marks in here as soon as the video is done, as soon as we go into the replay. So if you want to rewatch certain parts of it, it's easy to jump back and forth. So we're just putting adhesive on this part right here. Fold it under. We've got our card base. And on this one, remember, we're going to put adhesive on the back. So this is all black. The first one I had 2 different colors, so it was kind of easy to see which was the step pop out and which was the card base. This one's going to be a little bit harder because it's all black, but you get the idea, right? So it looks like this. Okay, so I'm folding that flat, folding this flat, lining up the top with the top of the card in the middle. And this is what I see what I mean right there about making sure that you push that in after. And here I added a top piece on the original one. Actually, on the original one I did too, but the first one I just shared didn't have a top piece. Totally up to you. All right, so that again, there it is. There's the fold. So easy, right? So fun. And then this one, we've got some die cuts that go on the front. Oh my gosh, I don't know if you guys can hear the wind outside. It is howling. We have had like serious winds here this week. Have you guys been experiencing weather? Oh my gosh. I think we had 40-mile-an-hour winds yesterday. I was like, what the heck is going on? Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. I'm not even sure we're in Massachusetts. And then I added a little bit of the bling bling to the bottom, and our card is complete. And then again, it folds flat. And that goes inside the envelope. Okay, so again, those were all made with the paper pumpkin kit. This is the Apirl paper pumpkin kit. And the one that I used, there were refills still available, and a lot of what I just did, other than the stamping, can all be done with the refill. And for $11 for a refill, it's a pretty darn good price. So you get a lot for that. But you also want to subscribe to May for multiple reasons. One, because it has the in colors. It's going to be featuring in colors. Oh my gosh, tornadoes, Bernadette. Oh, stay safe, please. Jeepers. And now I'm not going to complain about my wind anymore. So also for the May Paper Pumpkin Kit, you have a chance to win a golden voucher, kind of like the golden ticket in Willy Wonka. I've got a golden ticket, right? So you have a chance to win. I believe it's a $25 voucher. So that's kind of cool too. I love that they're doing that. So anyways, that is the Paper Pumpkin Kit. And the last one is I'm giving one away. Drop a comment. You could be entered. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the fun. Now that I've done all that, I cannot wait to share the rest of this Pop and Fold series with you. So, are you guys ready for this? Are you ready for this? I'm going to start with, this was done with the Flowering Field Suite, the windmill dies. Oops, I'm going to go this way here to create the windmill. So we've got the 3D windmill on there. I've got the fun folder, and I used some new, the designer series paper that I used on the back here. Okay, so here's a list of the supplies I used. Threw it together, windmill field dies, flowering fields designer series paper. Sorry, flowering fields isn't new, my bad. That one's in the mini catalog. It's actually going to be retiring next month. And the brats. All right, I will have tutorials for everything I'm about to share, written instructions, starting at stampwithtami.com starting tomorrow, I believe. So I'll be posting them throughout the week so you can collect them all. So I'll have full instructions on it. And then I just added a little strip of designer series paper to this envelope to match so I can have matchy. So some of these I'll share. They might be products that you already have, right? So ideas with stuff you already have, like this one. I did a whole series on this suite. This is the Hey Sports Fan Suite. This one's also retiring in May from the January to June mini catalog, but it's the designer series paper. The stripes and the blue on the design. Who knew Sports Fan, right? I love it, right? And so I also have a series of these Americana cards that I've made. I've done different fun folds with the designer series paper because it looks so cool. And then the stars were cut out from the die that matched the set. Now, this one I made the front a little wider, and I'll have dimensions when I post the tutorial on my blog. But by doing that, it pops up a little bit higher than the others. So it didn't fit in the medium size envelope. So I made my own custom envelope. So when I post the tutorial, I'll post a quick video on how to make your own custom envelopes. Okay, one more from the mini catalog, and then the rest are all from the brand new catalog that's coming out next week. So this is from the Soaring Swallows bundle, another one that I don't believe made the new catalog. So if you love if you love the last two, make sure that you get them in May. Okay, Soaring Swallows was one of those sets that was just so beautiful, and I think not used enough. I feel like I didn't play with it enough. So here is the fun fold, and this is brand new designer series paper. It's called Sun Prints, coming out in the new catalog. And I would love to hear which ones you guys love the best. I'd love to hear your favorites. And then I also made a matching envelope, just a strip on the envelope with leftover designer series paper. Okay, so next up, the next ones in the series all come from this brand new catalog. It's launching next Tuesday, May 3rd. That means Monday is the very last day to get anything that's retiring from the old annual catalog on the retiring list, if it's even still available. A lot of stuff is sold out, but there's still a few things left. So this stamp set is called Begin with a Dream. I love this. I love the theme of this one. And so here's a pop-up. Use some blends on this. This is also new. I love the rainbow paper on the background. It's from Hues of Happiness. And I continued the rainbow into the matching envelope. And so that is the first one. The first one from the new catalog. Sorry. First one from the new catalog. Okay, so from Wild and Sweet, coming out next Tuesday. If your list for the new catalog is very long, Deb, and mine too, I don't have it all yet. You want to check out the demonstrator kit. There's a special coming out on Tuesday, and it's the best deal. It is. You get a discount. You can join just for the discount, but you get 20% off everything. It's totally the way to go. Who doesn't want to save that? Super cute, right? We've got some new designer series paper on the back. I love koalas. Super, super cute. All right, so next up, this one uses some new in colors. Now, I know this one was, as soon as we shared, Linda and I shared our first new catalog reveal, this one was super popular. The teacups were just like the ride, right? At the fair, super popular. So it's called the Cup of Tea Bundle. It also has matching, actually this is a whole suite. I believe it's the Tea Boutique suite. So I've got designer series paper on the background. I've used some dies here. Super cute, right? That folds flat. And then there's also some cards and envelopes. So this was pre-printed card from the card and envelope kit. And here's another one, designer series paper from the teacups. There we go. Super, super cute. Love it, Jane. Love you, Jane. And that one has its own folding matching envelope, matchy. And because this one uses a lot of the new in colors, I want to do a quick plug here because this is also ending on Monday. I have a special offer bundles. I have 3 different bundles to choose from at 3 different price ranges with featuring the brand new in colors that will be coming out on Tuesday. So you can take advantage of this offer at stampwithtami.com. Again, it's available until May 2nd. And I have different options, and then you can add on a la carte a few extra pieces if you'd like to. All that information and details is also linked on the resource page to this video. And you'll see these are, in fact, the designer series paper is something that you can add on to that kit too. All right, and you will be able to purchase all of the products in my online store starting Tuesday, but my special pricing ends on Monday for those bundles. Okay, no, the last few are all going to be drink related, not necessarily alcoholic drink related, just drink related in general. Actually, I guess the teacups were too. So this one is from the Brewed for You bundle. Oh, love it, love it. So he's the man designer paper in the background there. Okay, I don't know if you can see the Winka Stella foam on the top of the mugs here. This could be root beer, could be beer, ale, cider, whatever floats your boat. Get it? Root beer float your boat. Okay, I know. Bump. Folds flat, matches an envelope. Again, I have tutorials and full instructions for all of these cards that I'm sharing, and I have one more to share with you in the series, my last card in the series. All of those tutorials will be rolling out at Stamp with Tammy over the next week, so definitely stay tuned to my blog because the video for how to do them was today. The written instructions and then all of the supplies I used will be tomorrow, starting tomorrow, and then rolling out over the next week. Okay, so this last one, and hold on, I lost them in my little box of goodies. Okay, so it's the Bottled of Happiness bundle. All right, and it uses, these are so cute, I love them. So these are shaker domes. They're little bottle shaker domes, so you can make shaker cards out of them. You can just have a lot of fun with those little guys. Are you ready for this? I think this one's my favorite. Look at, it's got it's not really wine in it, right? But it looks like it's liquid in there. And if you saw my gumball series, I shared how to do this. I'll link to that when I put the instructions out. It's really easy. It's just ink refill and water. But this one folds flat, right? I made a matching envelope for it just because. And so that is the end. Those are what will be coming up on my blog for this series. This is the Pop Up Front Step panel card series. So there's 12 in all. I will have instructions for all of them. The instructions for the first 3, as well as the paper pumpkin cards as they came in the kit, are on my blog right now. The rest will begin rolling out tomorrow, so you can collect them all. I hope you've enjoyed them all. I would love to hear which ones you love the best. Don't forget to like and subscribe. A couple more specials really quickly while I have you here. I have a free gift with $50 orders. It ends on April 30th, which I believe is, what's today, the 29th? It ends tomorrow. Oh my goodness, it ends tomorrow. And retiring and in color collection, those offers both end May 2nd. And my my journey to the $3 million milestone and Stampin' Up! Personal sales, which is a really big, in my world, a really big deal. I'm very, very excited about it. I am giving free gifts to everybody who purchased from me this year when I hit. So you have to have purchased from me before I hit it. I have full details on my blog. And I am just going to throw this out right now. It is going to happen next week. So if you want to take part, I do have, it's a very special gift that I'm going to be sending to everybody that ordered from me. This just as a thank you, this in 2022. You want to get your orders in there for that. All right. Well, thank you. And thank you all for your support and for your encouragement and for being there and for enjoying these classes and for subscribing to my channels, because I wouldn't be here without you guys. And I love being here with you guys. Like it's so much fun. I love it and enjoy all of it. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope everyone has a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, those of you getting tornadoes. And I will be back with Linda on May 3rd, and we will be sharing the rest of that new catalog that's coming out. Thanks so much for joining me.